Hello, welcome to another video on the restoration of my 74 Etype. This is going to have to be fitting of the hood part 3. I thought I'd concluded yesterday when I finished part 2, but I realised this morning that you might be interested in the method that I use to put the studs on the canvas. Now it's a little bit difficult. I've done this side because I wanted to make sure it would work before I showed you what I was doing. The principal tool that I have is a leather punch. Now I know that not many of you will probably have one of these, but they are well worth buying because they're very cheap on the net. I think this is about, the equivalent of this now is about £10–12. And when you're doing something like this, you need the right tools. Basically, it's got a selection of holes that you can rotate to get the right size. Now what you need to do is, when you've got your popper, you need to look at the male part, which is the brass stud that sticks through, select the size, put it onto the correct position. I then mark the spot with a little bit of engineering chalk, put your tool on and squeeze and rotate it, and that cuts a really neat hole. The next phase is to put the male part or the black part through the canvas and fit your popper over. Now I was struggling for a while to work out how to flare over the brass tube without causing any damage to the pop rivet or splitting the tube and making it look nice. Now what I came up with was a punch and a small black nail, and what I've done, I've inserted the nail into the hole so that you've got like a little anvil there. Put it back over there, and then what I found, I protect the back of the stud with some tape. You can put that on, and then with the nail, the head of the nail, you can gently put it over, and you can push down onto the brass stud and flare it over, and actually it makes quite a tidy little job. And then you take it off. I'm not sure if you can see inside there, but it's flared over nicely, and then it pops on, and that's it. So that's a neat little finish to do the job. So I'm going to do the other side now. So what I'll do, once I got it set up, I'll run through the procedure again with you so you can see how it works. Right, just to reiterate what I said about the other side, mark it with a little bit of engineering chalk. Now this is the black stud. As you can see, it's got a male brass section on it. You need to size it up with your hole cutter. I think just slightly smaller. I think that's about the right one. Place the machine over the spot. Squeeze, push through, and I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that, but point it out. You've got a nice neat hole that comes all the way through. That's a bit small. There we go, like that. Now this is the John Skinner hood. Personally, I think they're one of the best you can buy. I had to go to Cheltenham to his workshops back in the spring because I needed a bit of carpet, and really helpful. Knows what he's doing, makes a very good product. He's quite young, certainly by my standards. He's keen and enthusiastic, and if you were thinking about getting a kit, I would recommend the Skinner one. Right, now on this particular hood, the Velcro is overlapped it's stitched down and then it's stitched across. Because the pin is relatively short, what I've done, I've just cut away one section of Velcro with a Stanley knife. Not cut through the stitching, but just cut a little section out. So when you put the stud through, you got a little bit more purchase on the brass. Let me just get that through there like that for a minute. Actually, I think I'll just slightly enlarge in the hole. It's maybe just the wrong size. That's better. There we go. And then you can see that that goes all the way through. Plenty of room there. Take your time as usual. I mean, you should. I'm always on about time, but never rush anything like this. And then you can see that your stud pops over, and then I expect it's a bit. Let me rearrange the camera a minute. Right, hope you can see that a little bit better now. What I've done, I've got the stud through, and with your small nail, just to insert it into the piece that you cut the hole with. Now you don't need a massive head, otherwise it won't work, but then you put some tape round to protect it, put it on the back, and then with the clamp you can just gently push over the brass stud. Take your time, as I say, it's worth doing properly. Just feed it over all the way around, and that's it. That's all you need to do. I hope you can see in there, but it's not bad at all. And then that just fits over, pops on, and there you go. Yeah, true to form. I got a slight mark on there, so I just have to repaint that. But there you go. That's how I've done the poppers. As I say in all my videos, it's not necessarily the right way, and I'm sure lots of people will say that I'm not doing it right, but it works for me, and if it's giving you any tips, well, that's all to the good. Right, that's it then. That's definitely the hood finish now. All I've got to do is put the little bits of rubber on, which is straightforward, and then it'll be finished. As usual, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye now. Just one thing I should mention before we finish. Remember, if I was talking about the elongated holes for the cantrels. Well, what you must, when you're fitting the frame, but not the hood, and you got the frame all bolted down and set properly, you must make sure that these cantrels, which are on elongated holes, are set properly, so that you've got about a 10 or 15 mil gap all the way round between the window and the cantrell. Because if you don't set that properly and then fit the hood, you won't be able to adjust the hood to the rail, to bring it down into the right position. Now this doesn't look right because I haven't got the hood fitted down yet, but when it's clamped down, there's about a 15 mil gap all the way round. So that's about the correct measurement as far as I can ascertain. Just thought I'd mention that.